Let's go. What is up with the squad? It's Cess, your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building. Y'all know who I got with me. I got his nephew. What's going on?
You are rocking with your fam. Salute to the fat lady. We in the building.
What the sound off? What's up, nephew?
Man, chilling.
What's happening over there on the Instagram? Y'all pull up in the building, hit the like and the share. They both right there. Make sure you do it on both the platforms. Please, it's your favorite Monday afternoon guilty pleasure. What's good? We at the table, nephew, just me and you. What's happening?
Man, chilling. Look, listen. Listen, man, auntie, man. You might be the next Peyton Pritchard. I see you.
Nothing like being old Peyton Pritchard. You know what I'm saying?
the great Peyton Pritchard.
I want to be like Peyton. I want to be like Peyton. I want to be like Peyton. Like Peyton. Russell, over there on the Instagram. What's up, man? Only read it back to the chat. What is the deal, y'all? What is the deal? Oh my goodness. Let's see who's in the chat. Marvin in the building. What's the deal? We in the building.
HD's been taking off YouTube. I've been taking off YouTube. Damn. Who I pissed off?
Jeremy, what's good? You got took off? Pharaoh in the building. Billy Dancy, what's happening?
I don't know who I pissed off. I mean,
YouTube. What did you do?
I don't know. I'm streaming from my regular channel, so I didn't get no cease and desist or anything.
Notification ain't hit yet. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we chilling. I guess I'm not in the algorithm like that. I guess they got mad at the last couple videos blasting the NFL's Rooney Rule and then blasting the WNBA. So yeah, I'm probably on everybody it list right now. So they say we're gonna take you out of the algorithm, sir. They're gonna have to find you somewhere.
I'm with you when you're right. I'm with you when you're right. Gotta make sure to use these platforms to tell the truth. So
HD has not been taken off YouTube. People said you're on fire. Oh, you're saying I'm on fire, like taking off. Like, oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I was wondering. I'm looking at y'all like, I ain't had nobody hit me with no email. Because usually they hit me with an email like, you've been suspended. Like, what I do? All I said was Kathy looked like Big Bird from Sesame Street. That's wrong.
What did you do now?
That's what I'm saying. I gotta do my 50. I gotta do my 50 cent. Why you mad at me for? What did I do?
Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Where we want to start? Lisa Pugh, what's going on? Look, you want to start at the polls? Let's start at the polls.
Let's start at the polls.
AP top 25. Let's start AP top 25.
Let's see. I got the
Oh, got
list.
the Huskies at 1, the Bruins at 2.
They got who won?
3. The Huskies, UConn.
Oh, they got UConn.
Gamecocks at 3, Longhorns at 4, LSU Tigers at 5, Louisville Cardinals at 6, Vanderbilt Commodores at 7, Michigan Wolverines at 8, Ohio State Buckeyes at 9, Iowa Hawkeyes at 10, Oklahoma Sooners at 11, Michigan State Spartans at 12, University of Mississippi.
I would put Michigan State over Oklahoma and Iowa. They really made me proud yesterday. They played Michigan like they were getting on Michigan ass. If it wasn't for like a couple bad shots, they would have won that game in Michigan State. And Jaylen Brown, her and Blair, that's a nasty 1-2 combo. They're coming alive, and Jones helped out as well. But solid swords, man, in big games, man. She been kind of off. She ain't really been stepping up. It's really been Olsen,
Olivia,
Holloway,
Jordan, Olsen.
Yep.
Yeah, Mila Holloway had a good game.
Jordan.
Mila Holloway.
Olsen, man. Holloway and
Mila Holloway was almost my hooper of the day yesterday.
She was
almost my hooper of the day.
Almost
my hooper of the day.
Man.
To the Collins because for the work that she put on TCU at Texas Tech off the bench.
Oh no, she deserved that. That was a good game.
I appreciate the bench work. Right there. So, but before that, it was Mila Holloway was the other semifinalist.
My goodness.
Today. But I think now Michigan State, they'll play again. Is that right?
I think they will. I think they will play again. And it's going to be in Michigan next time.
At Michigan this time. Yeah, so that'll be coming up on February 15th. That'll be coming up on February 15th. Great day. Right after that'll be Sunday right after the LSU game.
Yeah, so,
I would jump see that again. I'm really interested to see that again. It'll be interesting to see how they it was a good game.
But I would jump them over Iowa and Oklahoma. I would move Iowa and Oklahoma. I just don't like Iowa, man. Like, I'm trying to. I just love chit chat. I just like chit chat and the coach. I just think the coach is getting the most out of what she can because they're mainly a systematic team. They're going to go by the sets, whatever plays. They're going to run all 1,000 plays out of each set they run. So their chit chat and that coach is keeping them afloat. Shout out to Stokey. She's doing as much as she can, but that USC, man, USC and UCLA put a foot in their butt. Like, they gave them problems. Like, the length. The length of Kennedy Smith gave Chit Chat problems. The length of Kiki. Yeah, the Trojans. Yeah, their length gave them problems.
They gave that name up. They lost that name.
Okay, Trojans. So the Trojans, their length, I got you. The Trojans, their length bothered Chit Chat. And then if you watch UCLA, their length bothered them. So if Iowa State get to a tournament, like if they go against, like not Iowa State, excuse me, Iowa, if Iowa get to a tournament against like Michigan State, Michigan, that length, I don't think they'll win. I think they're going to be in trouble.
Here's the thing. I think even more than that, listen, Chit Chat 5'4", okay? 5'4", 5'4", all hard. Any little bit of length, if used right, can bother her. But I think the bigger challenge for Iowa is going to be it's McCabe. The senior is done for the season, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that's going to be the bigger challenge for them to try to overcome. Yeah. Length, without somebody else stepping up into that Taylor McCabe role. Yeah, I think they'll be able to kind of it moves Chit Chat up on the scouting report with Hannah. So they'll know to key in with the length on her. They're gonna put the length on her first. So something that it'll be interesting to see how they work around it. But as of right now, I don't see an instant answer.
Yeah, because they struggled. They struggled in the end. What's up, Danae? What's up, Danae? What up, NJ Lover? Big Daddy, long dong of the day. Pause.
B Meyer, hello, what's good?
What's up, Jay? What up, Jeremy?
What up, though? Left off at 13 University of Mississippi Rebels, 14 TCU Horned Frogs, 15 Baylor Bears, 16 Kentucky Wildcats, 17 the Duke Blue Devils, 18 the Texas Tech Lady Raiders, 19 Tennessee Lady Vols, 20 West Virginia Mountaineers, 21 Alabama Crimson Tide, 22 Maryland Terrapins, 23 Princeton Tigers, 24 Washington Huskies, and number 25, welcome to the party, North Carolina Tar Heels.
Mm-hmm. Maryland's in trouble. They're in trouble. I think they're going to be out of the top 25 soon.
Maryland's in trouble?
Hey, man, they in trouble. Because look, like, Alucci gave me 24 in the first half, right? Second half, she only gave me 3 points. That was it. So why wouldn't you try to go back to what was getting you there? Why wouldn't you keep feeding that hot hand? And then Garzone kind of faded. Like, she was fading in and out the game. She'll have some stretches where she'll hit some big shots. And then she'll have some stretches where it's like, is she even on the floor? Like, I forgot she was on the floor at one time. I had to rewind on my DVR to see if she was on the floor. She was on the floor, but she wasn't really doing nothing. And the other freshmen, they're trying their hardest, but they're not these freshmen aren't freshmen like that. It's going to take them some time to get good, like a full season. They're not a freshman who get better game by game. They're not those type of freshmen to me. And it's too much on Gucci. I'm with you from last week. We talked about it. They're really missing Smichael because Smichael would take a lot of pressure. Now, if Bree McDaniels could come back, because I think she's on par to come back. I don't know when, but by the time she come back, I don't know if they're still going to be in the top 25. They're not. They just don't look good.
At this point, if I'm Bree McDaniel, if a red shirt is a possibility, I red shirt.
I don't come back.
Come back at this point
because she gonna waste her year. Because they're not. Even if she comes back onto,
I don't think they're healthy enough to really compete.
They're not.
So
they're not. I could see them falling out. I could see them falling out. Princeton. I watch Princeton. I mean, they all right. Not my kind of hoop, but they straight. Washington, again, this is with Iowa. They're like mirror images of Iowa. If they're not getting through their sets or they're not able to get anybody open from the ball movement or get a shot, you could limit them. Because if you could just key on Sellers and then hold everybody off from getting to their spots when they're creating the action, they're not going to give you anything because they don't really have that player that's like, okay, take over. Illinois had 2 to 3 players who could take over, and they took it to them yesterday because I watched that game. They took it to them, and it was easy. Like Illinois never had any fear of losing that game. That's how much it was like, okay, whatever. So Washington, they might stay there, but I could see them falling out too. And Maryland, and then Alabama, they're a lower bottom tier of SEC. They'll do well, I think, against other conferences, but I don't think they will do well against the top SEC teams. They'll probably could sneak a game, but I'm not really worried about them. If their shots not falling from 3, they're not really going to give you anything else. Tennessee, again, we said the same thing. First half, Tennessee was on to something. They were looking good. Second half, Kim Caldwell, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, your team came out unprepared. Y'all came out doing the same stuff. You didn't switch anything up. Like, I don't understand. Like, I think somebody said on my live yesterday, because we were covering hoops all Sunday yesterday, that they should have never got rid of the last coach. They would have kept the last coach for a couple more years over this coach. But if you were going to get rid of that last coach, you should have got another coach that could actually coach and adjust. I think she's too busy worried about hurting feelings. I don't think she holds people accountable. I don't think she knows what she's doing. I think she's over her head. UConn in the second half just made them look like, they were the JV team. Like the first half, it was like, all right, we were playing with y'all. Second half, all right, Sarah, AZ, everybody, let's go. It's over with. We finna take them out. Like, I just don't see nothing. I just don't fear Tennessee. Like, Tennessee will do good against teams if you never had to play against the press like they have. But against the SEC, ain't none of y'all need to worry about them. Like the top teams, like LSU, SC, Texas, I wouldn't even fear Tennessee. Tennessee got to figure out a way how to put 4 quarters together. They can't have a game where they're good in the first half, but then the second half, we're trashed. But then we're bad in the first half, but we turn it on in the second half and we lose the game by like 3-4 points. Like they don't have any consistency. And I don't feel like none of them really mesh like that. They don't really mesh because if Paldo's not giving you anything or hooping like she is, they're not a team to fear. And in that game against Mississippi State, Auntie, that really left a bad taste in my mouth. When Mississippi State beat the hell out their ass. Like, just beat them, like, physically, IQ, rebounding, had less turnovers. So it was like, I don't know. Tennessee just not my cup of tea. They need to stop trying to figure out how to be like, okay, let's find the next Pat Summitt and just find a coach who could actually coach. Like, I don't see it. And then Duke, like I said, the ACC week, I told everybody that the only team I think that could get Duke is probably Louisville. That's it. Duke, like I said, they played those outer conference games. They lost, but they came into the ACC because the ACC was weak. I even told you this when we had the ACC SEC challenge. I told you the ACC was weak. They're trash. They're not good. It's wide open.
But a better top down than the Big 12.
Mm-hmm. I give you that. I got it ranked like this, Auntie. I got SEC, Big 10, ACC, and Big 12. That's how I got it ranked. So ACC to me is kind of weak, but Duke playing those out of conference games, that helped them out tremendously. Kentucky, Tiona Key, look, shout out to Tiona Key. I love her game. They need her. They need her to stay healthy. If she don't stay healthy, Kentucky's a bottom 3-4 in the SEC. They're not good without her because it's so much that Strack got to do offensively. Then when she's out, now I could just put more bodies on Strack. I could box out more against her. I ain't got to worry about Tiona Key getting a rebound or rim protecting or switching on defense. So they need her. Like, she's that glue piece for them to go, for Morgan and everybody else to get going. Baylor, I told you, Auntie, West Virginia.
Before you go too far away to West Virginia. Yeah. Tennessee, you had a question in the chat. Is what you said about Tennessee is because Tennessee runs on emotion? I wanted you to address that one before we go to Baylor.
Oh, okay. Do they run on emotion? Yes and no. If they're going against a team that they got, like, let's say, like when Barker, for instance, went against UCLA, or they'll go against a certain team, they're going to play with emotion. They're going to play high. That first half was high emotion because you got Sarah Strong, AZ Fudd, Sarah Williams, KK Arnold, my other girl, I can't think of her name, but you got them on the other side. So they're going to play with emotion. But the problem is, it's not just emotion. Tennessee is talented. They play with talent. Like, they could go on the floor, y'all. If Tennessee was in the ACC, I'm going to be real with y'all. They would be in the top 2, top 3 right now, maybe 1. If they were in the ACC. If they were in the Big 12, they'll be 1, 2, or 3. The problem is, you can't just win on talent in the SEC or when you go against a coach out of conference like a Gino Auriemma. Gino Auriemma has been coaching since what, Auntie, like late 80s or whatever. He's been around. Don Staley, been around. Kim Mulkey, been around. You can't come into a game and think you're going to beat them because of talent. If you don't know how to switch something in your sets, switch something in your game plan, switch something on how this player can attack or this player can play, you're gonna be like they are now. The only reason they're in 19, y'all, they've had some good wins, but the strength of the conference. SEC is so strong. Tennessee is there not only off a name as well, because you know they got the name. Tennessee's name is prestigious. I think they've been probably, Auntie, the only team through each decade who makes the tournament every year. So they got to find out. The coach has to figure out what I can do to switch something around, because they're better than being at 19. Tennessee should be in the top 11 or 12.
You being nice. See, here's the problem. It's a lot going on in Tennessee, and we can go ahead and just get into it. We talked about it on we've been talking about it on we've been talking about it on Baseline for a few weeks, and I told y'all, I don't know how many weeks ago, that Kim was scared of her team. I told y'all when she let that girl put her hands on her that it was a problem. I told y'all that, right? Weeks ago.
What girl put her hands on her?
It wasn't in a disrespectful way, but it was in a way that you're not supposed to really interact with your coach. I could tell that there was no boundary there.
Oh, right? Okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah.
It was one of them. Hey, buddy, old pal. Slap
Yeah. I got you. Yeah. Substitute teacher energy.
Yeah, substitute teacher, and that's exactly the problem. She acts like a goddamn substitute. But part of the problem is that Kim, I don't feel like has the ability, and we talked about this, to relate to the black women on her team.
She's
in there like a deer in headlights. She can't give them no advice about what to do off the court. She can't relate to them culturally. It don't look like it. So she's in there trying to be their friend and their coach and trying to keep everybody happy. And keeping everybody happy is not gonna get you to where you need to go. But you're trying to. But the reason that you're trying to keep everybody happy is because you don't have anything else left in your bag. The tape is out on you.
Mm-hmm.
Platoon style is not going to work here. The platoon style is not going to work here. Now they brought you in there. And you got an extension based on you beating Gino. Tennessee and everything that they are right now is because as of right now, they're the only ones that can say that they beat the defending champs. And she walked in there as a first-year coach and beat Gino in Tennessee. And Gino was like, oh, okay, haha, you got me a Rocky Top. But when I see your ass again, you got to come to stores. And when you come to stores, I'm going to coach circles around you. She didn't look like she knew what the fuck to do in stores. She had no idea. She had no idea what to do in stores. They was fighting, and then it was no more fight.
No, she don't know what to do. Like, she's so... Like, it is too big for her. She's deer in the headlights. She reminds me of the Florida coach, minus the stuff that I say, the extra stuff. She reminds me of the Florida coach. She don't know her team. She don't have a pulse of her team. She's afraid of her team. It's the same thing. And she don't come up with game plans. Like, it's like she's afraid to say, yo, we need to switch this up. I'm gonna move this here. I'm gonna move.
But what is she gonna switch it to?
I mean, the thing is, I don't know. She don't know, like, because Mia Paldo, like we've said this before, Mia is nice. She can play, but she's also a liability on defense. Then Talasia Cooper, I'm sorry. I told people for 2 years now, Talasia Cooper's a role player to me. She's not a player that I put everything into. She's more of an auxiliary piece. Spearman is too inconsistent. It's like they don't have any consistency on their team but Mia Paldo. But Mia Paldo can't play defense, so I'm hurt. So I can't really put her. I can't keep her on the floor.
In their leadership, though.
Yeah, they don't have no leadership. They don't have no leadership.
But it starts at the top. So when you're willing to go and sit at the sit at the presser and be like, well, they didn't this and they. Well, if they didn't, she got to the presser and said they were late for warm-ups. How are you late for warm-ups and still play? See,
but
you
see
gotta
that,
have
but see that's the
you
thing.
gotta have the
I wouldn't even said
the
that.
balls to be able to. But here's the thing: the fact that they know that they can be late for warm-ups and still play is a problem. The fact that you said that you had kids that quit, that's missing class, these are all the things that you set up and said. You set up and dry snitched on your team.
That's what I'm saying. You can't do that.
But the other part of it is you don't have the backbone to go in there and discipline any of that shit. You know why? Because they all played.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's not. It's that she doesn't have. There's nobody on the team that's gonna hold everybody accountable. You like, yes, your coach.
Got to start with her.
Your coach.
She doesn't have accountability.
I mean, it has to start with her. But at the same time, Auntie, if you don't have a player that's willing to back you and show the other players, get on the other players as well, you're not going to do anything. Everybody on the team is not a leader.
But here's the thing.
Everybody on the team is like, we're going to do what we want to do.
What good do it do if I'm like, hey, don't be late for practice, don't be late for practice, and the coach don't give a damn? I'm just talking.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
Not reinforcing any of that. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not letting her off the hook. I'm just saying she should have, like you said, benched those players. Them players should not have played. They should not have played the game. Even if I got to go out there with 5, 6, or 7 people, we're going to go out there with 5, 6, or 7.
I bet you will.
Or we'll forfeit. Right. So that's what she should have done first. Second, you don't have a player on the team who's willing to get on the other players. That's the problem too.
I don't know that. I also feel like there are players who tried to do that and they just tired now. Like, bro, like, what are we doing?
I mean, but I don't know. I didn't see the players. I don't think she has a player on there that does that. I'm not sold on Barker's leadership. I'm not sold on Spearman. I'm not sold on Cooper. I'm not sold on Pardo's leadership. I don't think they got a leader on as a player.
I think that Cooper could be a leader, and I think Pardo is a freshman. She's got to grow into it. And I think that she's trying to make it her team right now. But the challenge there is you have to put her in a rotation that allows them to be able to stay on the floor. If you got her in a rotation where she's out there, you need her out there to shoot threes, but she also has 2, 3, 4 fouls. What good does that do for your team? You got to be able to put them in a position to. You got to be able to put them in a position to be able to be successful. You have to be able to make some adjustments. You have to be able to discipline them. You have to be able to set some boundaries. There's a lot of stuff that's not going on in Tennessee, but you've been riding the wave of beating Gino. That's that. You got it. I
don't even think it's just that. I just think she's riding the wave of being overhyped. Because she's being overhyped. All I've been hearing about her is she's this guru with plays and her defenses are second to none. She got the talent. Like, I haven't seen it. Like, you got to show me. Okay, you're not showing me anything.
What is her? Okay, we always call it a hockey rotation. What does it really look like to you?
It doesn't work in basketball. You have to have a rotation. You can't go with a hockey rotation where you just throw everybody in and throw everybody out. That doesn't work in basketball. You have to have a set where you have your main players playing most of the minutes. Everybody else is by the performance. What are you giving me right now? You're not giving me nothing. I got to switch you in and out. She has to have a core. She don't have a core. That's her issue. And I don't think she knows who her core is. I don't think she knows who her core is.
Who do you think her 6th player should be? Who should her 6th player core be?
Hold on, I gotta pull. Hold on, give me a second. I'm finna pull it up.
Y'all tell us y'all give us your opinion in the chat too. Who should her starting 5 plus first off the bench be?
Okay, her starting 5 should be Mia, Coop, Robertson. Hold on. Paldo. I would go Prawl. I would go Paldo, Prawl, Cooper, Spearman, and then I throw Barker in there. I would rotate between Barker and think of Civil, the other big. But that would be my 5. And then off the bench, I would have Robertson. I would have Robertson first off my bench. And then I would go next with Maya. I would do Maya sparingly, whatever she could give me there. And then I would probably see, because look, they ain't doing nothing with Jersey. I don't know if Jersey hurt or not, but if Jersey was playing, she would be my second big. I would bring her off the bench to relieve Spearman or Barker.
But does Jersey want to be a big, or does Jersey want to be a guard?
She's more of a face-up player, so if I have her out there,
if I have her out there, but they was running her at big. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, you're good. I mean, at LSU, I didn't like her at LSU because Samaya was better than her. Samaya played tougher than her and got more boards, more boards than her. She was lazy to me. But to me, she would be good if I have her in there with either Barker or Spearman. Like, she would be good at that. Other than that, I would just go with that 5, and then I would just bring off Robertson the first off the bench, and then everything else is by like how the game goes. But I'm mainly going to have Mia, Talasia, and Janiyah. That's gonna be not Janiyah, Spearman. Spearman, Coop, and Paul and Mia are gonna be my main 3. And I'm just gonna work around them. Everybody else is gonna have to get in where they fit in. That's just how it's gonna go. And we'll start from there. But she got to do but she has to be more of a disciplinarian. I'm not saying yell or curse out the players. I'm just saying you don't have to curse out players or yell people. You don't have to do that. But you have to show that you mean business. My father, God rest his soul, he wasn't yelling. He didn't yell or do nothing when he disciplined. When he disciplined, he said it with his chest. She got to say it with her chest. If you ain't doing what you're supposed to do, you just not playing. And if I got a forfeit, like Auntie said, I go out there with 3 people, you're going to have to do that. Because if you don't do that, you're not going to get far with your team. You can't be out here playing. And then also, what is her assistants doing? Is her assistants good? Or are they qualified to be in the position they're in? Because I haven't seen one assistant get on none of these players. I haven't seen it. It's like everybody chilling, collecting the check, waiting to go to the bar.
Does she have the best assistant? Does she have the best staff for the team that she had?
I don't think she does.
I don't know.
Because if you look at the game plans, like Rob has said countless times, your assistants are the ones who come up with the game plans, right?
She tell you all the time. She played the players her assistants send out there. So,
well, then you got to get rid of these assistants.
Whoa.
You're gonna have to go bring in a Trammell or somebody to come help you with something.
Wait a minute now.
You better bring in somebody to sit on that bench, to sit behind the bench and help you. Like, yo, I think you ought to go here next. Yeah, do that. Okay. All right, you need to stand up now. You got to show that you mean business. Go ahead, stand up. And then, just sit back cool. She gonna need that. She really gonna need that. The days are good. Now they're back to old habits. She experiencing. I mean, but Lisa, you can experience. It's a difference between experimenting, and it's a difference between going out there with that bullshit. She going out there with that bullshit, and she needs to be held accountable, and she needs to be checked. If I'm the AD, and y'all know the AD, that's the athletic director, the AD needs to bring her in and get a grasp on what the hell is going on. But he or she probably ain't saying nothing because look at their rank. They're ranked 19 right now. So, but you lost to Mississippi State unranked. Now you lost to UConn. You had UConn at halftime. Y'all were like tied or you were up, whatever it was, or you were down. Probably by 2 mostly. You came out in the second half and just looked like you ain't even deserve to be there in the beginning. Like, you can't have a collapse like that in the second half when you're playing that type of game. You're trying to get ready for the tournament. You're trying to get ready for March Madness. Now, you got your butt kicked, so now what you're going to do? Is the team going to just say, man, I'm tired of us getting our ass whooped, let's just play? Or are they just going to sit down, we're just going to go through the motions because she don't give a shit no more? So it's going to be two things out of this. It's not threes, not four, it's two things. So the players are going to have to play in spite of her. They're going to have to. They're going to have to hold each other accountable. Somebody got to be the head person in the room. And to me, it should be Janiah Barker. But I'm sorry, ever since Texas A&M, I just don't see leadership or her trying to be a leader. Now, I could come back and say I'm wrong if something comes out in the news or the media saying that, oh, she's been leading and she's been doing this, breathing life in people. Then I will come up here or on my platform and say, I apologize, I was wrong. But from what I'm seeing and listening and reading, she's not doing any of that. She's not. So who is going to step up and say, let me be the adult in the room, let me be the leader? Dawn does her thing, but at the end of the day, everybody on the team hold themselves accountable. Dawn has players there who hold themselves accountable. Kim got players who hold themselves accountable. Gino got players who hold themselves accountable. Hell, that Oregon coach, I just saw Oregon, those players hold each other accountable. If you mess up on the play, they check you right there. Boom, let's get back to business. That's all I'm saying. Like, the players at the end of the day, the coach cannot play for you. This is what this is what I tell my nephews and my nieces. The coach cannot play for you. Everybody ain't your friend when it's trying to win. When you're trying to win, is you gonna ride with me or not? Some of the people you may not get along with in life will ride with you more than the person who does. So that's what I'm saying. You as a player got to say, it's time for us to step up. What y'all trying to do? We got to play better. We got to do better. Yeah, Neil Ivey, to me, she fraud. She should be on the hot seat. But Hannah Hidalgo stand by her side every day. Hannah Hidalgo hold everybody accountable, including herself. Regardless if she push people out, she still hold herself. Everybody know we finna come in here and play because Hannah gonna get on our ass. They don't have that on the team. They don't have that. Everybody's there like, man, we on a scholarship. We getting this NIL money. Man, we out here chopping it up after the game. As much as the coach is soft, you still as a player got to have pride in yourself. You just got your ass whooped 96-66. Mississippi State, you lost 77-62. If you don't take pride in that, I don't respect you as a player. I'm sorry, I don't respect you. No matter how bad the coach is, because I never respected the coach. I thought she was put in that position too early. I think they overhyped her, like Auntie said, when she beat Gino. Now all of a sudden she thinks she the big dog out here because you beat everybody done beat Gino before. But they didn't beat, a lot of people ain't beat Gino when it count, though. That's the difference. So that's my issue with Tennessee. She either has to step up and say, if y'all don't want to follow my rules or do what I got to say, y'all going to have to sit. If they not going to be your friend after that, so what? Her assistants, they got to do better with the game plan. Her assistants have to come up and say, yo, coach, man, we need to go with this game. We need to go with that. If your assistants are putting this game plan together and they're telling you these players to play in certain sets, certain parts of the game, they need to be relieved of their duties too. Because Tennessee has way too much talent to be looking this bad. Way too bad. It's just like USC. It's like the Trojans. Looking bad. It's bad. It doesn't look good. They're too good to be this bad. I don't care what they say they 19. They shouldn't even be 19. To me, they should be 26 right now. They don't look good. So they got to step up.
They got some more tests coming up. That's for sure.
Yeah. And the best way to shut me up is win. Go and win and prove me wrong. That's the best way to shut me up. But if you don't, I'm going to keep talking. You got to play better. Y'all playing like hot trash. I'm sorry. I take more pride in myself. I can't go out like that, getting blown out back-to-back games, and then y'all walking around like everything cool. That ain't cool.
Who else jumping out to you in the AP top 25? What else standing out?
The team that's standing out to me, like I said, I've been said West Virginia, y'all. I like them from the beginning. I'm gonna say Texas Tech. I'm gonna say Texas.
I said West Virginia needs some more consistency. Because they got the win, but they can lose.
They can. I like the Texas Tech, y'all. Texas Tech showed y'all that a lot Olivia Miles and them fraud watch.
Oh, I didn't need Texas Tech to tell me that, but I'm just saying.
I needed them. I needed them to put them on fraud watch.
You like Texas Tech to what? When you say you like,
I think Texas Tech could win the Big 12. They could win the Big 12.
Who did you see him in the Big 12 final, in the Big 12 tourney final against?
I could see them in there with I could see them in there with either Baylor or I could see them against Baylor or having a rematch with TCU. Because I don't like Iowa State. They're too Jada and Audie or Bus. They don't really have consistency. And West VA, like, it depends. It depends on what West VA do. If West VA continues to improve, like you said, and show that they can win consistently, then they'll be a team that I will watch to play Texas Tech. So they have to show me. They got to show me a little more for me to put them there, because if the tournament come for the Big 12 tournament, they could have a hiccup and get beat in the first round. That's how it could happen with them. So they got to show me something. But I could see Texas Tech and TCU. TCU, man, look. I ain't gonna hold you. I know I give HVL a lot of crap. I think HBL had a better year last year than what Olivia Miles is doing this year for TCU. I don't see it. Like, I'm trying my hardest to fall in love with this player, give her a chance. I just don't see it. To me, she's not a closer. She can manage the game, but half court wise, she still struggles in the half court. Defensively, man, she's just I think she's taking a step back defensively. I think she was better with Notre Dame than this team, than TCU. Like, she's like she focusing more.
She was better. She was better where she got took out for not being able to play defense.
Yeah, man. Because I would take her out now, but this guy don't want to take her out. He want to leave her in there, and she getting torched. I mean, I liked her there because at least Neil I'm gonna bench you right now and then bring you back later. Like, here, he just letting her get torched, like put fire to. I don't even know why.
Listen, in all fairness, though, I also think that HVL. I don't mean this in a bad way. HVL haven't gone through SEC. I think was better prepared to go to TCU and do what she did. I just don't think that Olivia Miles got that in her. But I was saying that to y'all from the beginning. I was saying that to y'all from the beginning. Y'all been talking to me about this young lady. She has some amazing passes. Love to see her pass the ball sometimes. Love to see her play make. The rest of her basketball game leaves a lot to be desired. Well, here's the thing. First, and it was very early in the season last year. Her and Hannah, it was like, yes, they back on the floor. We're gonna see them together, and it was a game that ended up going to overtime. And I don't know if you remember this game, but the minute they went to overtime, her whole head dropped. Hannah had to go over there and like pick her chin up, like, hey, I knew right there. Hey, you can't be the leader if overtime scares you. It's got to be in you. Got to be in you. Got to be in you. That fight got to be there right there. Nephew, go ahead.
Yeah, but you gotta. At the end of the day, where's your pride at? You basically felt like Hidalgo was holding me back. But let's
before the fall.
yeah, but I feel you. I feel you, but let's be for real. You were out here, Olivia. I'm talking about Olivia when I say you, y'all. I'm not talking to Auntie. Auntie real. Auntie ain't gonna let nobody punk her out her shit. You were out here, making it seem like Hidalgo was punking me and she was taking the team from me. Neil Ivy ain't do this for me. I was expecting more of something different. Like, I'm coming with that attitude. I'm gonna come out here. I'm gonna defend. I'm gonna dive for loose balls. I'm gonna be the leader. I'm gonna keep my head up. I'm gonna galvanize the troops. I haven't seen that.
So you know what? I want to say this. Here's the thing. You know what you don't see in this Olivia? Everything that you see in the other Olivia that you talked about earlier. That's why they both out there on the thumbnail. The Olivias. Let's talk about it. Olivia Olsen and Olivia Miles. Let's talk about the leadership that you see and what they doing at both these schools. Right?
Yeah. Like Olivia Olsen, Olivia Olsen to me, nerves of steel, rises to the occasion, galvanizes the troops. Even though I still think it's Holloway, I think Holloway run that team. But Olsen, as far as her play, she don't shy away from the competition. She don't shy away from the big moments. She's competitive. Even on defense, Olsen is trying to guard. If she come up on a switch, if she's going against somebody more athletic, got some wiggle to their game, she's still trying to get there. She's still trying to go for loose balls. I saw her dive on the floor, Auntie, like more than 5 or 8 times yesterday to try to get the ball. So those Olivias ain't built the same. They not built the same. They not even in the same house. They not even the same parking lot.
Tell us, Billy Dancy, what hate are you talking about? What hate did you hear? What did we say that wasn't true about Olivia Miles? Disappears in big moments, been taken out of games because she can't defend, not showing up at TCU the same way HBL did. It's not helping her WNBA stock the same way it helped.
But it's not hate. But Billy, you've been following me. Oh, my bad.
Hold on one second, nephew. Things that we saying about her right now are all tied back to her basketball game and development that we haven't seen yet. This is the stuff that she's supposed to be showing at TCU. Go ahead, nephew.
Yeah, my fault, Auntie. I didn't mean to interrupt you. But I'm saying, Billy, it's not hate. I don't hate Olivia Miles. I want Olivia Miles to ball out. I want her to be great. But, dog, you're not showing me that. Yeah, she's more talented than HBL, but I bet, but guess what? She wasn't more talented last year. HBL busted her ass twice. Busted her ass twice. Olivia Miles was guarding her. She got busted up twice. So is she better? I don't think she's better than HBL. I think she's more talented. As a talent, she's better, but I don't think she's a better player.
Does she have more potential? Is the word potential?
I think she has a high upside, but it depends on her. I think she has a way higher upside than the HVL. I think she's way more talented than HVL. She could do things HVL can't do, but HVL at the end of the day is a dog. She gonna try to fight. Even if she knows she ain't doing good, she gonna try to fight. Olivia Miles be giving up. She don't give me that extra umph. She don't show me leadership. She don't. She don't. And if she go to the next level, bro, it's going to be grown women looking at you as the point guard. If you over there with your head down and you ain't, nobody going to follow you. Like, this ain't me hating. I have nothing to hate. I don't know her. I don't hate anybody. I just call it what it is. It's just facts. Olivia Miles is not, I could go do a live and show you the film of Olivia Miles. And I'm going to show you that Suarez has outplayed her this year. There's people saying, man, Olivia cool, but who this Suarez girl? Suarez be coming up big in the big games for them. That's all I'm saying. When you're the leader and you say that Hannah Hidalgo is taking my shine, me and her don't get along. I felt like I needed to get the ball in this certain situations. I have no issue with you saying that. But you went to a school where HBL went to, and I'm just being real, bro. HBL look way better than her on TCU than she does. She does. I'm not seeing it. That game yesterday against Texas Tech, TCU should have won by 10, maybe 15. They lost because she didn't have the cojones to go back and forth with the other players on Texas Tech. You're going to have to see Texas Tech down the line. And I don't think she'll beat Baylor with the healthy Talia Scott. I don't think she could beat West Virginia. We'll see. We'll see. She going to get picked in like the top 3 because of her name and her talent. But I don't see her as a top 3 or 5 pick. To me, she's more of a late second, early second round pick to me. That's just from her play. If you're going off of upside, like Auntie said, because I don't like to use potential, because potentially your ass could lose your job going off of potential. I just think upside, yeah, I think she got a high upside. I think if you think her upside is going to be great, okay, then draft her between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But do I hate her? No. Do I think she's been playing good this year? She's been playing okay. She's been okay, but she hasn't shown me nothing where I'm like, man, she looked way better than she did in Notre Dame. She looked way better. I don't see it, bro. I'm trying to. I've gone back and watched that game they lost against Utah. She had some bad turnovers in that game, and she faded down the stretch in that game they lost. So I want to see what she does when the pressure is on. That's all I need to see. If it's talking about her talent, can she play?
Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How much more pressure do you need to be on? How many more times do you need to see her in the pressure cooker to see, like, it might not be there?
Auntie, I don't need to see it. I know what Olivia Miles is. I just want her to show everybody else who she is, because everybody else is going off of this. It's like the girl that's the next Peyton Pritchard chick. Everybody sees her as this. I know what she is. You know what she is, but everybody else don't know what she is. They still stuck in Delulu land. That's not my fault. I know what Olivia Miles is. Olivia Miles is going to be a solid starter, possibly all-star, but is she going to be a franchise player? No, she's not a franchise player, and she can't be the best player on my team if I want to win something.
Would you agree with this? Here's the other thing, though, and I think this is the part that I think frustrates me about Olivia Miles. The shit that we're talking about is all shit that she can fix. These are all things that you can fix. Half of this shit is want to. The other part of half of it is want to. Another part of it is just get in the gym. You know what I mean? Like, so, like, here's the thing. She's one of these kids who I feel like, and listen, I see it all the time, has been able to get by on her talent. Pass the ball at lower levels. Her talent has been able to move her along. Where she's getting ready to go now, to the land of grown women, to the land of where people are trying to pay their mortgage off this shit.
Right.
You're not prepared to go do that yet, but you can be. You came all the way back to school. Now they talking about if they have a WNBA league this season,
Billy,
they wanted to start May 8th. How does that work? Go ahead.
Right, but Billy, Enrique and Olivia Miles, Enrique got more dog in her than Olivia Miles. Enrique doesn't shy away from the pressure. She jumps into it. Olivia shies away. And not only that, I could argue with you, Enrique's probably was the best scorer on her team, but she wasn't the best player on her team. She wasn't the best player at Notre Dame. That was my dog, Jackie Young. She wasn't the best player on the Dallas Wings. That was Satu Sabali. Olivia Miles is being considered to be the best player on the team. She's going to make it at the next level, but she can't be your best player on the team. She can't be that player you lean on in any situation because that's not her. She got to be on a team with a Skylar or a Chelsea Gray or somebody who going to take that pressure off of her and shelter her. You know how those kids get sheltered? You don't want them to go out in the world. She needs that. She needs to be coddled, if you want me to call it that. She got to be coddled. That's just facts. Like, and Enrique got more dog than her. I'm sorry. Like, I seen Arike at her best. Arike is a beast. She got to a national title, won, and she got from one series to get into the WNBA championship. But I'm just saying, like, Arike is a better offensive player than Olivia Miles. Olivia Miles, I need her to be my floor general. Bruh, she's not better. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think she's not really in my top 5 or top 10 point guards this year, bro. I'm sorry. She's not on my list. I got a lot of point guards that'll bust her ass, like, for real. But I mean, look, she can play. I believe in Miles and Malunga. I don't believe in neither of them. I don't believe in Miles, but Billy, but that's why you my dog. You believe in Miles and Malunga. And I could come back, Billy, and say I'm wrong. I don't believe in Miles and Malunga. I don't believe in them.
Billy, are you saying you believe in Miles and Malunga as a tandem, like a 1-2, or you just believe in them two as individual players?
As individual players. He's talking about individual players.
Oh no, I thought he was saying. I was wondering if he was saying like Miles to Seattle to play with Malunga. Like,
I don't think she goes that far. I think she goes to Minnesota. I think AZ go to Dallas, and I think she go to Minnesota. I don't see Minnesota getting bets unless Cheryl Reeves says, "Well, we're going to just play half court offense now." Then she's going to go with bets.
So she goes to Minnesota, what? So that she can develop for a year?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that'll be a good place for her to develop. She'll develop right with Cheryl Reeve. She needs a coach like Cheryl Reeve. She needs a coach who's going to challenge her. She needs a coach who's going to pull that whatever it is out of her. She can't go to a Tyler Marsh. She's going to be a marshmallow at the end of the year. She ain't going to be a better player. But she could probably be well with AR, and she'll probably have AR in her ear because she has talked about angels in her ear. She needs to play with a player like that, or a player like Asia, or a player like Skylar. She needs to play with a player who has that fire in them and who pours into their teammates. She got to play with somebody who's going to be that leader for their team. If she doesn't, she's going to struggle her first year. She's going to really struggle because it's going to be a close game, Auntie, and this is going to happen. It's going to be a close game. They're going to need her they're going to need it. She's going to turn the ball over. She's going to do something. She's going to have her head down. The rest of the teammates going to see that and be like, man, I can't follow that. She got her head down. I'm gonna follow that. She got her head down and stuff. She's supposed to be this player, they said. I'm just saying, I've seen it plenty of times. Where they said this player is this player. Turn out, you was wrong. So she has to go to a team like, I think Minnesota would be the best place for her to get drafted to. I'm sticking by it. If she go to Seattle, that coach that'll be a good place too. Seattle or Minnesota, I want to see her in because I like that coach that Seattle got. She's decent. I think she'll help her, but I think they're going to bring Skylar and them back, so that'll help her. And in Minnesota, Cheryl will help her, but she's not going to be good going to a dysfunctional organization like Chicago. She's not going to do well going to a place like Indiana. She's not going to do well going to a place if they're still the Connecticut Sun. She's not going to be good going to places like that. She got to go to a place with veteran leadership on that team. She's not going to do good as the sole rookie on the team. Yeah, political little marshmallow. She's going to be a marshmallow after dealing with Tyler, man. Gonna call her S'more. Gonna call her S'more Olivia S'mores. You believe in Malunga's growth? Malunga got to get some toughness, man. Malunga's soft, y'all. She plays soft. She got to be a little more tougher, especially if she's gonna be at the 4 or the 5. You got to have like I always said this, like even back, I don't like to compare back in the day to now, but I've always said and heard from players in any generation, when you're a 4 or 5, you got to have an edge to you. Like if you're a 4 and you're 6'6", you got to control the paint. You got to come out there with an attitude like, I'm the biggest mofo here. You can't stop me. You know what I'm saying? You got to come with that like AB do when AB throw them bowls and push you around. I like that shit because she's controlling the paint. You got to have some nastiness to you to play as a 4 or a 5. You can't be shooting jumpers all day trying to be a wing or a guard. This is why I never liked it Azurá Stevens. This is why I told y'all was hyping Azurá Stevens. I'm like, dude, Azurá Stevens is cool, but she plays more like a wing, but she's built like a 5. A lot of those players don't last long as a starting 5 in the league because they're not giving you a lot of rebounds. Because what if her shot is off? I need you to get me 8 to 10 rebounds. She don't give me that. She gives me about 5, maybe 6, if that. Then you're not a 4 or a 5. You're a wing. So again, like I need Malunga to show me that. Malunga got to show me that. She got to show me that you're not gonna punk me. And I don't want to hear about she 19 because Wembyamba's 19. Wemby came in with attitude. He still was fighting. He still did something that was great. He could defend. He could block shots. She don't do that well. She don't rebound well. Her footing be off. I don't know who do their who work on their game overseas. Her fundamentals is more like she's a guard or a wing than a 5 or a post player.
That's probably where she started learning the game, and then she grew some.
Yeah.
Now she's got to get some post footwork, but that's also where that development has to come now that she's here. But I got a question for y'all because everybody keeps saying Minnesota's a great place for Olivia. Why? Tell me about the rookie that Cheryl helped. Tell me about the rookie that she developed. Tell me about the rookie that she played. Cheryl does great with veteran players that she don't. Cheryl has zero patience for any of that shit. Zero patience for any of that. So while everybody's like, the Lynx is a great place, help me understand why. There are some places that work for her, but I don't think Minnesota's where she goes and then Cheryl Reeves turns her into this great player. Or am I misremembering? Who is it that Cheryl developed? She does great with these veterans. Let me know, y'all.
It's not development. I don't think it's her game.
Development.
I don't think it. I don't think it is. I think what she need to do is learn how to slide her feet on defense and just come with a little more toughness. As far as her game, she could play the game. I think with Olivia, it's all mental. It's mental with Olivia. That's her problem. If she had a stronger mental, she'd be a way better player than what she is. That's my issue with her. Is her mental. And she gotta do something with that. Because you going to the next level, man, that ain't gonna work. Even if she don't go to Minnesota, if she go to Seattle, she go to a place where like Toronto or something with Sandy or whatever, she's gonna have to find a way how to close and handle the adversity. She don't know how to handle that well to me. She comes up very small a lot of times in situations where she shouldn't. Because when I watch Raven, when I watch Jada, well, both Jadas, I watch Talia, I watch Tony, I watch Blake's, I watch what's my girl name? KK Arnold, Kiki and all of them, they play way better than her in the clutch. They play way better than her when they're on their teams, when they're in a situation where they need to get a bucket or they need to find somebody to get a bucket. They do that better than her. Her issue is half court offense and defense. If she don't get those two things fixed, she's not gonna last long because that transition shit ain't gonna work all the time. You're gonna go against a team who's great in transition and you're gonna get flustered. So she needs to be with somebody, if not Cheryl, she needs to be with somebody who can be there and be a veteran for her. She needs a veteran leader in her first year, or she's not going to make it that long in the league. That's what she's going to need.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see how it play out. First I guess we got to see if we don't have a season, but it'll be interesting to see how these things play out.
AB wasn't. Hold on, real quick, Auntie. AB wasn't the only one to dominate Malunga. Malunga began dominated by Shakira. She began to get dominated by Kiki. Man, all right, bro. Y'all got it, bro. I don't see it. We'll see. She got to work on. Look. You can't be 6'6" playing 5'6", y'all. I'm sorry. Like, where I'm from, coach is benching your ass. Like, sit your ass down. You got to play with that umph in you. You don't need to be, bruh, I need you dominating. It's the same thing we say about the Sky. Everybody I talk to, not only Auntie, not only Rob, not only Prince, Show, Key, anybody I talk to, my brother AB and them. Camilla 6'7". Give her the damn ball. She's 6'7". That's what you need to do. Be 6'7". When she gets the ball, she's 6'7". When Malunga get the ball, she 5'6". Do y'all see the difference in what I'm saying? AB get the ball. AB plays at 6'5". Asia plays at 6'5". Angel plays at 6'4", 6'5". She plays at 5'6". Man, I don't want to hear about that young bro. MJ, you either a dog or not. You a dog or not. You want to play or not play. I don't care about that still young, because that still young gonna get the next coach fired. She done got one coach fired. Is she gonna get this coach fired?
She didn't get Noelle fired. She didn't get Noelle fired. Noelle got her own self fired. Noelle lost her locker room 2 seasons in a row. Noelle did that to herself. Noelle should have stood up for her own self.
The front office gave them a player. She didn't get the player to where she needed to. Malunga didn't play up to where she needed to play to. She's gone now. So now you got this next coach. If Malunga's still doing the same 5'6" bullshit, I want all of y'all to tell me, why should this coach keep her job then if she's doing this? And she's getting the opportunity to do what she got to do. Because y'all remember, they cut Ezzy's minutes for Malunga to play last year. They cut Ezzy seriously minutes for her to play. So we'll see.
Yeah, but Seattle's in a situation where they letting the assistant coach and the assistant general manager call the shots. She didn't have a chance to keep him that job. But we'll see what they do with Malunga. Seattle was clunky before Malunga got there, so that was a problem before. Bless you. We'll see where she go. We'll see where they go from here. Jonquel played 5'6" at times.
Yeah, exactly. And what's our knock on Jonquel? She played 5'6". But when she plays 6'6", what happens? They win a championship, right? They won a championship. You got to play 6'6". You're 6'6", you got to be able to play the post. She needs to work on her post presence. She don't have a post presence. She's getting pushed by wings and guards. That's not good to be 6'6". They got to work on her. I don't know where she need to get the work from. She need to work on it. I didn't like her when I watched her overseas tape last year.
Do they even have anybody in their? Well, I'm talking about Seattle right now. In their organization that can work with her? Like, who's working with the bigs in Seattle? Do we know?
Man, I don't even know. I don't even know who they have in Seattle, but I didn't like her overseas. To me, she plays too much like a wing to me and a guard.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody called her a generational talent.
Yeah, they call her generational talent, but I don't see no generational player or talent. I see as an okay player.
I think she's a project with a good start. I think she, you know, you turn your rough draft in and they say it's a good start. This is a good start. HD.
Man, Malunga should have got Malunga. You listen. You don't pick
a rough draft right now.
You don't pick that. You don't pick a project player in the top 5. You get picked in the. You get picked later. Yeah, that's the organization. That's the organization. And that's all of them. Like, you don't pick that player in the first. You should have gone with Kiki or Sony or somebody ready. If they're not a guaranteed type of player, you need to get picked later in the first round or early second. Like y'all talking about our fam, like these people talking about our fam. Our fam not a better player than Raven Johnson. But y'all say Raven need to go second round, but our fam need to go number 2 overall. What is she proven to be number 2 overall? Who has she played against? This is the conversation I'm having, Auntie, is that I'm not trying to shit on Malung. I'm just saying the process is bullshit. Like if a player who's been in college for like 4 years, 5 years, who has a complete game should be getting picked earlier. Not no player who's a project player who ain't gonna give you nothing day one. That's all I'm saying. Like we got to be careful of who we say is a generational player and a talent. That's all I'm saying.
Seattle has rarely given Ezzy a fair shake.
I don't think they have. I don't think they've given her a fair shake. I don't think that organization gave Noelle a fair shake. I think Pokey was too much. She was overbearing with her power. Somebody should have checked that shit and actually let Noelle coach. That's my opinion. Because if you're going to give the girl the job, let the girl be the coach. Don't give it a because it's the same thing that happened in Chicago. They gave Tanisha Wright the job, but Tanisha Wright coaching more than Marsh. She going over his head on shit. She talking to all the assistants. She's talking to everybody. Marsh over there with his glass. He trying to decide, am I going to wear my glasses or not? Am I going to go to a wrestling match or not? That's what he deciding. So, like, we got to see. Yeah, they was hyping her up. They was hyping her up to be a generational talent. She could dunk and all of that. That's cool. But if you're not ready like that and you need to work on your game, you don't need to go over players who are ready now to play. She's not ready yet. And she doesn't have, I don't see a lot of heart in her. Like when she gets fit, when you get physical with her, she shies away from it. You finna go against these next 4s and 5s that's coming out. You got Strap coming out. You got Key. You got Joyce. You got Sarah. All these girls are finna come in there and give. You think she gonna outplay them? Because I don't. I don't think she will. These girls I've been seeing at the 4s and the 5s, even Sakima. I think Sakima will give her that work right now. Give her that work with a barbecue chicken and biscuit. With the corn. With the collard greens. With the dressing. With the turkey and ham. I think she'll give her that work.
Well, it depends on who the kid go to work with and how hard she gets to work. That's what's gonna tell it. How hard do you work and who do you work with?
Yeah.
Where do you go to get your development from?
Yep, that's facts.
I can't say where a cop will be. I have to see where she's at the end of this year. I can't say where she would be. I have to see where she's at the end of this year. What else did you see before we move on to some of these other polls and stuff? What else did you see on the AP?
On the AP, I saw I love where Louisville is at. I can't wait till they play Duke and get that dub. I still UConn is undefeated. You see UCLA's up there to me because they got one loss, but I like SC, Texas, and LSU over UCLA. I'm sorry. I just do. I think UCLA, they haven't really been tested yet. They haven't been punched in. They got punched in the mouth that one time when they lost. I want to see them go against somebody consistently. I got to see them against like Michigan State, Michigan in the tournament. And I got to see them against y'all, Texas, and LSU. I want to see them even against I want to see them also against Ole Miss, OU, and them. Like, I want to see them get tested. I don't think they've been tested like that. UConn actually played some teams outside of the conference. It's just them teams just weren't built up to be what they are right now. But I think those three teams should be up top of them. Vanderbilt, ever since like they took those 2 L's, they just haven't looked right. I still think they're trying to find their footing. You know, I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know. I think they might end up. They trying to get their groove back.
Trying to get their groove back.
They gotta have to find an identity. I think they need to move. I think they need to move Galvin back to the bench. I would bring Galvin off the bench like I did early in the season.
Let's start who? Who you gonna start at the point?
I'm gonna have Michaela run it.
Oh, see, I want to have the conversation that people don't want to have about Michaela. Michaela is a foul magnet.
She is. She is a foul magnet. I agree. But it's like with Galvin, it's like, I don't know. It's like, so when she's not that great defensively. She's not that great defensively to me. Like she gives up a lot defensively.
But when you put Michaela on the, here's the thing: Michaela gives up fouls on the other side when she's playing defensively. And so she's giving up 2 shots at the line, and then she's sitting her ass down. Why? Because she's too many fouls. So Michaela has to step up on the defensive end. Nobody talks about that part about no breaks Blakes. And she's a tremendous scorer, but she's got to tighten that defense up. Because
her scoring is going to be what it is. Her defense is never going to be locked down. I just need her to learn how to get lockdown. She just has to work on her IQ. Play without fouling. Yeah, she has to work on her defensive IQ, but she's not going to be a lockdown defender. That's just not her.
I don't need her to be a defender.
Yeah, she need to work on her IQ. She need to work on her defensive IQ and not fouling.
In college hoops, if you starting her at the point guard, most point guards in the SEC cooking her ass then. They're cooking her.
Well, hey, I mean, look, you're gonna have to do something because Galvin, you might have to put these other guards to play defense to be the point of attack defenders and let Aubrey and Michaela play off. You're gonna have to do something like that because Galvin is a liability on defense. Michaela gets foul baited, so you're gonna have to figure that out. The coach needs to find a way to find a point of attack defender. I don't know who that's gonna be. I don't know if it's going to be whoever on their team, but they're going to have to find that. And then not only that, they just haven't been able to get anything else out of other players. Like other players have got to figure out a way how to get consistency on the offensive end. Because if you're just going to be like you say, Blake's or bust, you're going to bust, especially if you go against a team.
They don't have to be Blake's.
They don't have to, but that's what they're doing right now. Like the last 2 losses, they have been trying to go Blake's or bust. And it's not going to work against a team who uses all they 5 or they use their bench too. Their bench is not that good to me. I think they have a weak bench. They're very top heavy and they're not going to last long in the SEC or even in March Madness. They're looking like a Sweet 16 or out.
You know what was the worst thing that happened to them? They beat LSU.
Yeah, that was the worst thing to happen to them. But you can't lay your. It's like this. I agree with what Audie said.
The matter is, they can't beat this LSU.
No, they can't beat it. They can't beat LSU in the big game. But the thing is,
not this go around.
No, they're not. They can't beat when they get to the tournament. They can't beat nobody if you're going to beat Blake's or bust. The problem with them is. They let their hype get to their head a little bit like, oh, we're undefeated, we're this and that. Y'all punched them in the mouth. Now they looking like, damn. And then Blake's tried to go off. That didn't work because they still were down by 10. And then y'all went and blew them out the rest of the way. And then they lost to, I forgot the next team they lost to. They lost to the next team. They tried to do that Blake's a buzz bullshit. They lost. The Ole Miss. Cody just destroyed them. Just took their heart. They ain't know what to do. Florida, if they actually had a competent coach, they would have beat them by 15 or 20. It's just that Florida's stupid because their coaching staff is dumb, the assistants and the head coach. So they got to get lowered down some. Like they're not even a 7 to me. To me, they're around 15 or 16. Like seriously, they should be lower. Like I don't know what it is. The coach, she got to understand that y'all lost. Now she got to be like, you know what? We lost. This is what I got to do. This is what I have to do. This is what I got to do better. I'm not seeing that from her. They're gonna struggle these next games coming up because they play hold on, y'all, I got it right here. They play Kentucky, that could be an L. They play Oklahoma, that could be an L. They play Texas, that could be an L if they don't get their shit together. Then they play Georgia. That's not going to be a walk in the park against Georgia. Then it's Kentucky again. Then it's Bama. Then it's Tennessee. And we know how Tennessee is. If Tennessee could just out-talent you if you let them out-talent you. So they got to be lower. I'm disappointed in Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt is disappointing me. I don't know if they're even in the top 5 of the SEC to me. I think they're 9 or 10 right now until they figure out what they're going to do, because the way Ole Miss just dogged them, man, you can't be considered a top team. You can't be considered a top team, man. You can't be a top team right now. And I don't know. We'll see. But like I said, Blake's is not a good point of attack defender. You're going to have to find you a point of attack defender that's on the team. You're going to have to go through practice. You're going to have to find somebody, because her and Galvin cannot guard the point of attack. They can't guard them well. Liv McGill was giving them the business. So was the other girl, number 4. Number 4 was giving them the business. They just lost the game because the coach, I don't know what it is. They just don't know how to close. And then, like, they'll put it together. Florida, see, this is what Florida is. Florida is like a whole bunch of players at the rec center, Auntie. Like, I throw all y'all out there, go play. Like, y'all never played together. Like y'all done played together before, right, Auntie? Y'all played together before. Y'all done been to the gym together. But y'all have no structure. Y'all have no direction. So y'all are winning off of sheer skill and talent. But then when a team put it together in a second half or a second quarter or a third quarter or quarter or a half, you put it together, they fall apart. That's been Florida's problem. So Vanderbilt got to figure that out. They got to figure that out. Michigan, I don't know what's going on with Silas Swords. She hit a big shot. I think a couple big shots down the stretch, but if Olivia and Holloway didn't go off like they did, and some of the other players, the ancillary players like Dudley, the other girl, Daniels, they would have lost that game to Michigan State. Like, Silas Swords, it's like she's having trouble getting into rhythm. And I wanted to see them I want to see them run more actions with her at the mid-range. Everything don't need to be a three-point shot. I think she's trying to take a three-point shot all the time because that's an easier shot. But sometimes I need you to be uncomfortable for you to be better. Like, I need you to take that short corner shot. I don't need you to take a 3 every 5 or 6, like every time you come down court, every possession. You could take a 3 every other 6 or 7 possessions. Like, you gotta be smart. Gotta be a lot smarter. Olsen and Holloway, to me, is the leader of that team. She's the conductor. She makes sure everybody gets they stuff off. She makes sure everybody in the right place. She's awesome on the defensive end, point of attack. They also gotta learn how to stay out of foul trouble, because they got in the bind yesterday against Jaylen Brown and Blair. Jaylen Brown and Blair were giving them trouble. So they got to learn that too. Ohio State, big sister Cambridge came out, Auntie, but is she gonna be consistent? Because sometimes I see her as like
Kennedy.
I love Kennedy. I just want to see her more. I want to see her like she was the other day against Nebraska yesterday. I want to see more of that. I love that Kennedy. Sometimes I think that Kennedy.
I always feel like Kennedy ends up shook up every other game.
Yeah.
How hard she play. That's all.
Yeah.
For me, I want to see her stay on the floor a little bit more. On the floor. I like
Me
her.
too. I like
her.
Ohio
I
State.
like the aggressiveness that she play with.
Yeah,
Ohio State, Louisville, them was teams I was saying, why are you talking about them? Because they need to be talked
love
about.
them. I love watching them play. Ohio State is fun to watch. Like, especially when Nebraska closed it to like within 2 or they took the lead. I love the toughness of Jelani and them. They stood tall. They said, yo, let's get it together. Let's play. And they won that game yesterday, man. I love it. I love Ohio State. I think I think them and Michigan are in the right place at 8 or 9. I'm 8 or 9. If you want to flip flop them, I have no issue with that. Like I said about Iowa, I know you Hawkeye fans. Y'all love y'all Hawkeyes. Iowa need to be around 15 to 16. And here's why. We just talked about it earlier with McCabe. McCabe's not there anymore. So now it's more chit chat or bust offense. And that's not gonna work. Not with a girl that's 5'4". Like our coaches told us this, Auntie, when we were middle school. Like when we talked about basketball and stuff, the smallest person on the floor can't be your biggest output of points, assisting, and everything. Because then that's gonna hurt you in other areas. So chit chat is great. I think she's underrated. I think she plays with heart, passion, but when you disrupt her like USC did, I mean, not USC, Trojans, when the Trojans did what they did, putting Kennedy Smith on her, it kind of disrupted the offense. And then the next game, they put Kiki or they put Jaquez or whoever on her, and she was disrupted. If you disrupt their system and their sets, they're not really going to give you anything. They're gonna struggle. Baylor, that was a tough loss to West Virginia. I'm still not going to count them out. I just need Talia Scott to stay healthy. Talia Scott has got to stay healthy, y'all. If Talia Scott stays healthy, Baylor could win the Big 12. They could win it.
Well, I don't know. I think she has to stay healthy, but Lil Paige Bugs, she found her offense like she needs some other people to be able to contribute. Ting Dung, the way that she's figuring out how to contribute, like all of these things have to stay consistent.
Yeah.
On top of her, like you said, being the main player to stay healthy.
Yeah, she got to. And then like I told y'all about Duke, man, they benefited from the ACC. They played Toby Fournier, man. Shout out to Toby Fournier, man. She's getting that ball more. She's doing what she got to do. Me and Auntie love Fournier. We like her game. We just had a problem with the coach. Shout out to whoever earlier. I think it was my brother JP. Shout out to you. You called it. You was like, man, Duke gonna be straight when they get to the ACC. They've been straight since they got to the ACC. I just think the only team that's going to be in their way is Louisville. I love with Tajana Roberts, but I got to give a shout out to Imani Berry. Berry been hooping, and a lot of people don't talk about Berry coming off the bench doing what she does. Shout out to Berry. I love what Berry's doing. She's hooping. She's helping out. Baby Zebo, love Baby Zebo. Baby Zebo, Mamba Academy. Shout out to my dog, Baby Zebo. If y'all forgot, she used to work with Gigi. She was on Gigi and them team. So I always knew about Baby Zebo. Baby Zebo always been a hooper. She always been a girl that could do what she got to do. Love her toughness. So I love where Louisville is at. I just think UCLA need to come down some. Louisville, they're good. They're in a good spot. They're in a great spot at 6. I would have them over Vanderbilt, but Vanderbilt, I would drop Vanderbilt down to 15, Auntie. I think they need to come down to 15. But we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. Michigan State need to be over Iowa and Oklahoma. And Ole Miss need to be over Oklahoma and Iowa. So Mississippi State need to be 10, right behind Ohio State. Ole Miss need to be 11. Oklahoma need to come down to 12. And Iowa need to come down to 14. TCU need to go all the way down to 17 or 16. I just don't like TCU. I just think they're fool's gold right now.
Oh, well, I think they've been fool's gold all season.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
They on fraud watch?
What up, T. Carmella?
They on fraud? What?
They never be on fraud. Wow, I didn't ever believe them. You know what I'm saying? I didn't ever believe them. So they ain't got to be on fraud.
He said, I ain't never believe nada.
You know me, so there's that. Let's
Right.
see. I don't know if you took a look at the net rankings.
What was the net rankings?
So the net is up. Let me get them up real quick. I want to say UCLA is 1 in the net. Yeah, UConn is 1 in the net, followed by UCLA 2, Texas 3, South Carolina 4, LSU 5, Michigan 6, Louisville 7, Michigan State 8, Vandy 9, Minnesota 10.
In the net ratings?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting because Minnesota, I kind of like them as a little sleeper team. They're not gonna make no big noise, but they just if you sleep, they're gonna knock you out. They're gonna catch you slipping. Cause I think they just beat who they beat? They beat somebody that was good. I think it was Indiana or Iowa. One of them they beat. But I was kind of impressed. UConn and UCLA gonna be up there because UConn is undefeated. UCLA only got 1 loss. Everybody else got either 2 or 3. Vandy got 2, but they're behind a lot of teams that got 3 losses because of their schedule. They didn't really have a strong schedule like that. I mean, I have no issue with it. I think I would flip-flop Carolina and Texas. And I would flip-flop LSU and Texas. I would have Texas at 5. Michigan is 6. Louisville is 7. Michigan State at 8. Like I said, I'm cool with that, but I would have Texas go to 5, SC 3, LSU 4. So that's how I got it.
It is what it is. I feel like Texas is above us because they got 1 more quad 1 win than we have, even though we both got the same number of losses. They got 1 more quad 1 win than us.
Okay, I see it right here.
So I think that's why they're 3.
Yeah.
Iowa, I see you, Anthony. Appreciate you pulling up, asking, what do we think about Iowa still being ranked high when losing 2 straight? When other teams lose like that, they drop significantly.
Oh, I told you, Iowa should be down at 14, 15, or 16. They should be down. But the reason they're not going to drop all the way out is because the Big Ten has been good this year as a conference.
Yeah, if we go by net, they got 6 quad wins, 6 quad wins,
Mm-hmm.
and all of their losses are quad 1 losses.
Mm-hmm.
Look and see who the teams are. It also, so when we start looking at like what's really gonna matter, it also depends on when they lost, who they lost to, and how bad they lost. So I really have to go look. I would have to pull them up to see.
Let me see. I could pull them up here. It was okay. They lost to Trojans, and they lost to UCLA. So yeah, they're not going to fall that far.
Those conference losses and
so they're not going to drop far.
UCLA was probably higher than them. When did they lose to the Trojans?
They lost to the Trojans on Thursday, this past Thursday, and the Trojans were unranked, and they lost to UCLA yesterday.
UCLA's ranked high, and then they had 2 other losses at some point. I don't know when, probably earlier in the season.
Yeah, they lost to Iowa State when they were ranked.
Iowa State was probably ranked high at that point.
Yeah, they were ranked high. Yeah, at that time. And then
yeah, so that's what they riding on.
Who they lost? They lost to Oklahoma, but y'all got to remember Oklahoma was ranked high, and they lost to Yeah, so they fine. Yeah, they're not gonna fall too far. They're not gonna fall because they lost the teams mainly in the first quad.
That nobody expected them to beat. Well, I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know if they were favored to beat
because they're 6 and
nobody
4.
nobody thought they was gonna beat UCLA. I don't think anybody
right. They're 6 and 4 in quad 1. Quad 2, they're 2-0. Quad 3, they're 3-0. Quad 4, they're 7-0. So yeah, they're not gonna fall too far. And then you also gotta look at the Big Ten. The Big Ten is tough this year. They got a lot of teams in the top 25 too.
Yeah, what
so their strength, their strength of conference and their quads isn't that bad. So they're not gonna fall too far. Yeah, I'll run it back to what is the girl? What happened to the girl that got from Maryland that got drafted this year that had the fiance that acted like she was the one that was drafted? I can't. Oh, you talking about Sellers? Sellers was cut, and then she got picked up, and she looked so bad in that training camp game. She got cut again. Talking about Sellers, Cheyenne Sellers. She might get a camp invite, so we'll see. But
the problem with Sellers wasn't healthy anyway.
Right, she wasn't healthy.
Sellers wasn't healthy anyway, trying to play basketball. Now she did look like she went and got healthy. They had her play in she was in a 3x3 or something this summer where she looked better and she was playing without a brace on her knee. But she's gonna need to get a camp invite or
yeah, she'll probably if the season starts, she'll get a camp invite, y'all, and she'll have a chance to make the team. Sellers can hoop. It's just she wasn't healthy. Y'all got to remember she had like big time injury. Yeah, she was gimpy.
Don't like, hey, hold on, make your mind up.
She said a go.
Go, don't go.
She was just trotting down coat.
Then it looked like she got stuck for a second, and it was like, you going or not? She's like, I don't know, I ain't sure. What you doing?
She said,
that's good if she playing overseas, because she needed to get healthy. Cheyenne Sellers got a game that plays at the WNBA level.
Mm-hmm.
She would have been good at Golden State. Was she at Golden State? Was that where she was at first?
Yeah. The Golden State. She was there first, and then she went to Atlanta. Then she went to Atlanta.
There was no way that she was going to be able to come in and play for Golden State in Nakasa.
No, because she would have helped them out a whole lot. Because when Kayla Thornton went down, if she was healthy, she would have been able to help them out at that 3 position. She would have been good at the wing to help them, but she wasn't healthy. She'll be back. She's hooped. Y'all said she's overseas. Like I said, she'll get a camp invite, and then she could show her skills from there. But that's what happened to her. She has to get healthy, right? If she gets healthy, then she'll be fine. Because Sellers can hoop. Serena Sundell, y'all saying Sundell is in this new W. She's gonna have to develop a consistent shot, because she's not very fast, and they don't like traditional point guards. It's weird. It's like the NBA with the W. They don't really have traditional point guards. Everybody's a 2 guard that play the point. It's like insane to me. It's like real insane to me. It's like they don't like that traditional point guard. They want to go, you got to be able to shoot consistently all 3 levels. Like, that's why I was telling y'all Pow should have got picked in the first round, because Pow can facilitate and score. But y'all was on my channel like, man, HD, you just biased. How? Because I like Pow? What are we talking about? I told y'all that. A player like Pow gonna play like, that's who they're looking for. You got 25. Oh, they got North Carolina 22. Okay.
Hey, I'm glad she over there. That means she healthy. That's what I said. All the kid needs to do is get healthy.
You think Peely gonna stick?
Peely is over there with her college coach, ain't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll get another chance to prove she can stick. Well, I don't know too. It depends on how the expansion draft goes too. If she's able to stay there with that coach.
Right.
I think her best chance of sticking is being able to kind of showcase what she can do with that coach. You know, who was able to see 30. They was able to see 30-point games out of her. Like, she's a scorer.
Yeah, she's gonna have a problem
banging, but
yeah, she's gonna have the same problem that Morrow has. They're undersized for the 4. They're really 4s, but they gotta play the 3.
Morrow invented a 3.5, a 3.5 position that she is rocking out in. But she was like, yeah, fuck that. I'm not, y'all think I'm leaving the league? I'm a fighter, and I'm gonna fight and find me a way to stay in this bitch. And she can carve out something that's working for her.
Mm-hmm.
And she got her abs going crazy right now. She's not gonna be fucking around with these folks next year.
Yeah, boy, man, she got ass making everybody cry. She got everybody crying, like, man, how? She got like a 10-pack.
Like, she working her ass off. So,
man, she gonna be she nice with it. If she get that shot consistent, man, she gonna stick and work on sliding the feet a little more. That's why I think I think if she can watch some of Nas Hillman tapes, I think that'll help her. Now with Cody, do you think Cody would be a consistent 3 at the next level? You think she'll be a stretch 4?
I thought that Cody needed to show that she was gonna be a 3, but you know, Yo keep running her at a point guard, so this is interesting.
Yeah. She kind of got it, you know what she got her like? She got her kind of running like how Bron was. Because remember, when Bron got in the league, he kind of transferred that wing position into like initiating the offense and running the point, sort of. Being like how Pippen used to do too. Pippen used to do that too. Coming up court and stuff, but he was a wing, but he was bringing up the ball. So they might be trying to do something like that.
I guess the real analysis for me would be, can she defend that position in the
Right. Or she might be like she could be like point guard, right? And defend the 4s and the 5s. And and the weak side could be a good weak side defender.
You have to build the team for her like that though. The team would have to be built to run like that, I think, for her.
That is true. Yeah, that is true. That is true. I agree with that. I agree with that because I love her tenacity, and I'm glad she found her happiness. Because I think she was saying she wasn't really that happy in Ohio State, like she wasn't herself. So I'm glad she found herself. Because at the end of the day, y'all, we want these women to have their mental health together and be able to etch out a career playing what they love to do. So I'm happy for Cody, and I hope she continues getting better. Now, Oklahoma, y'all, got beat yesterday, right? Oklahoma showed that they got a lot of work to do. Defensively, they have a lot of flaws, but we've been seeing this. So the thing with Oklahoma is, are y'all gonna be too much of is Beers gonna be able to? Because see, this is the thing. Beers should be the person to say, okay, let me take over. Let me do what I do in the paint, take over. She had some problems with Oldacre and them yesterday. Oldacre was putting that big body on her. So do you think, Auntie, that Beers is going to be able to sustain consistently at the next level, banging with some of the 5s in the league or the 4s?
No, I think I'm gonna tell you. I don't know who told Beers not to get no fouls yesterday, but they took the aggression out of her game. So for Beers to
Yeah,
be, I don't know, fourth quarter getting her first foul, and not that I want to see Beers foul out, but that part of that aggression is what gets her game going. So
yeah,
Beers has to find this balance where she can play without fouling, but still have that same aggression because her aggression just wasn't there. I don't want to say that she plays better when she's fouling, but she's more impactful when she has that aggression in her game. And I don't know if it was now one thing I did notice about her when she played against South Carolina, especially Miriam Dowda, she don't necessarily like a whole lot of contact, right? She don't.
yeah,
She like. I'm sorry. She doesn't like. She likes to be the initiator. She doesn't like to
yeah.
have the contact initiated on her. So
Mm-hmm.
when you got that was who was that? That was Bree over there and Odaker initiating contact, knocking her off her spot, touching her when she didn't want to be touched, moving her, having that extra little hot hand, irritated her. And I think got her out of her game. But and then you put that with the fact that you have a freshman point guard trying to lead a team in the SEC, and she looked
Mm-hmm.
very much like a freshman yesterday. So you had those two things happen on the same damn day, and that is the result. That's the result. A L. Can they find consistency? I don't know. I don't know, nephew. I don't know. I don't know. And I don't want that to be like you just saying that because they beat us. Just what I see. I don't see the the same level of intensity and the same level of intentionality when they're playing other teams from the way that they stepped up to play against us.
I think like it's like the game against y'all. Like I felt like I would have went to Tessa a lot more. I still say I know it was early in the game. I know you guys still came back. If Tessa wouldn't have got in no foul trouble, y'all was about to run away with that game because they couldn't stop Tessa coming off the screens and then her initiating the offense and getting to her spots. Because when Tessa had, I keep telling y'all, if I got a top 5 pick in the draft, I'm drafting Tessa because Tessa, when she got that eye, I don't know what it is, but she got that eye, that look. Oh man, feed her. Keep feeding her. She finna cook. And she cooked. Like she got nerves. Like it's like I'm not comparing them, but it reminds me of how Steph looks. When Steph give you that look, oh yeah, we're gonna have a good game. Keep it. Clay gave you that look. Oh, get him the ball. Like because she's a shooter. That's what I'm talking about. A shooter. I'm not trying to compare their game, but she's a shooter, and that aggressiveness. I like aggressive
You just
Tessa.
want to keep feeding the hot hand. That's all.
I love aggressive Tessa. Aggressive Tessa
That's
is
it.
nasty with it.
Keep feeding the hot hand. She got it going. Let her go. Let her cook. That's all.
Diamond the Shields, y'all. I think she's overseas, but Diamond the Shields, like y'all got to remember, she had that serious thing that happened to her, so she's still trying to find her game. She kind of lost that old Diamond the Shields because the old Diamond the Shields was a beast. Like she was man. She's a hell of a player. So I think she's still trying to get herself healthy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So she might, like I said, she could get a camp invite. These players still could get camp invites, y'all.
I mean, plus you got these expansion teams coming up too. So maybe
Yeah,
they'll have some opportunities, and then you
yeah,
got other leagues
yeah,
popping up. So we'll see.
yeah. I agree. I agree and everything. So like, I mean, I agree with y'all. Beers is in year 4. Beers need to be a leader. I don't see Beers successful. I don't see her successful either. Like that game against UCLA kind of, even before that, Beers kind of showed me that she don't know how to take it to the next level. Like I expect her to take it to the next level. I don't see it. And it might be the system she in. She might be in a system where it's We need to move the ball more. We need to let Aaliyah go off and do her thing, and Vaughn, Williams, because I just see Williams a lot of times being more aggressive than her. And Williams is half her size. Williams plays like she's a 5 when she's really a tweener, like a wing or a 4. But she plays like, if Williams don't do what she do yesterday, they don't close the gap like they do. I need Beers to do that, but like Auntie says, it just might not be her game. It just might not be her. So
I think that they tried to tone Beers down and tried to keep Beers on the floor, and it took some aggressiveness away from her. So you either got to let her play and figure out how to play and stay on the floor, and that may be that she fouls out sometime. But she's got to figure out how to balance that for herself. But the only way that she's gonna be able to do that is if you let her play. Gotta let a kid figure it out. This is the time to let her figure it out.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I agree with that. I agree. I heard somewhere that Beers doesn't want to play professional. She doesn't want to play professionally. I mean, there you go. What's up, Missy? I haven't heard that, B. Will. I'll look into it, but I haven't heard that because Beers is ranked to get picked in the top 10. So, I mean, I don't know.
You don't go do FIBA and all of that and not want to play, do you?
Right. That don't make no sense. So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I think I heard somewhere that Beers. I mean, like I said, what's up, Shay? But I haven't heard that. Like I said, I think Beers, like I said, I don't know. I just know you don't, like Auntie say, you don't do all that stuff. And then you say, you know what? I don't even feel like playing. My bad. Y'all got it. Like, no, that's not it.
And something like that, I would prefer if you gonna even say that, tell us where you heard it. Like she says, I think I heard she said she don't even want to play. Like, I don't even want nobody to be like they might have heard that here. Like,
yeah.
I'm not putting that jacket out there unless you got some receipts. Like she
said
it here. You know what I'm saying? Let us know.
Oh, you said that she said after the Oklahoma and Oklahoma State game, she was going to be a teacher. I don't know if she wants to play the next level. Well,
that's
T. Carmella, that's what she said. Hey, T. Carmella, are you in the Discord? If you in the like pull it up, Auntie, if you can find it. Yeah, because I want to hear this.
Where the pressure at? Give me a minute, Mark. I'm not gonna watch that whole pressure. Give me a minute, Mark. I'll turn it on.
Yeah, I want to see that. Thanks, B. Will and T. Carmella.
Yeah, don't tell me you did. That's what give with the receipts. There we go. That's why I asked for the receipts. There we go. Let me know. Because I don't be watching all these pressers.
Yeah, I don't either. It's too much. So I'm already covering my team. My auntie covering SC. I cover LSU. We got a lot in our hands. We got to cover.
Oh man, yeah. That's news.
She said it.
That's news. Well, that's what they said. They said she said it in that presser. That's news. And then I wonder, is that something?
Wow.
Is that something you decided this season? Because why transfer?
Wow.
Why transfer and all of that? If you really,
It makes sense now. It makes sense now why they don't go to her a lot. It makes sense. That's crazy. But Auntie, I'm with you. Why would you go through all that just to say, "Oh, I don't want to play"? Y'all got it.
Do you know? I mean, unless you just love it like that, but that girl be hurting and crying and all of that. Like, girl, you done made enough of NIL to just pay for school now, ain't you?
Right. That's what I got from it.
Oh wow, yeah, that's news. That is definitely news for me. Yeah, I'm glad. That's why we come here and talk, and that's why I asked for the receipts.
Yep. If y'all got the receipts, man, we'll find it. Just let us know. We'll pull it up. Good WNBA player to run out. I agree, Billy Dancy. Oh man, I wanted to shout out to Reggie Miller, y'all, for saying CC the next Peyton Pritchard, y'all. Man, Peyton Pritchard loading. If y'all are near Boston when they play, I want y'all to give Peyton Pritchard a shout out. Like, yo, man, they said CC gonna be you. What's up? You know what I'm saying? Shout out, man. Shout out to that. You know, Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller out there basically saying Peyton Pritchard. So we got CC the next Peyton Pritchard, y'all. You know, so we got third year loading. She finna come out here just throwing shots up. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think she Grayson Allen goon. I think Grayson Allen way better than her. Reggie too nice. Reggie was being nice. He said that's Peyton Pritchard, y'all. And shout out to Carmella with the clean braids and the glasses for not getting involved with that. The new fans of the Queen of Iowa are furious at Reggie. Hey, MJ, why they furious? Look, man, give Reggie Miller props, man. Reggie Miller said everything we wanted to say. You know what I'm saying? You know, she's a two guard playing a point guard, Joe. She's a two guard being a point guard, y'all. Hashtag King of Trolls, Reggie Miller. Man, Reggie Miller is the king of, man. Look, man, I need to send Reggie a bottle, man, champagne bottle. Like, yo, man, congrats. Congrats, man. You on our side now. He said, I don't understand because I don't know who Pritchard is. Then you don't watch the NBA, so you good. I guess Cece wanted to be compared to Steph or Pistol Pete. No, she wanted to be compared to Steph, but let's be for real. Is she Steph? Like, come on. Like, come on. Like, let's be for real. Oh, Reggie Miller, man. Reggie Miller, cool, man. Reggie Miller said, shout out to her. Look, man, she the next Peyton Pritchard. You know what I'm saying? That means that she's going to be a two guard playing the point, and she ain't going to make an all-star team, another all-star team, y'all. I was laughing so hard when he said that. Yo, she was mad as hell, y'all. She wanted to beat Reggie up. She was hot. She would listen. She gave Reggie that Karen look. Reggie B dancing it. Reggie said, yeah, exactly, Brandon. Look. Reggie B dancing and look what he do, man. He give us material. He give us material for a year, y'all. Shout out to Reggie, man. Reggie was a trash talker. Reggie, man, you know, Reggie just told it how it was, y'all. There's nothing wrong with that. He said Peyton Pritchard, you know. She ain't my laser for Wiley. Hey, don't start the dare. When do I start? I always start. That's why Auntie got to cut my mic off sometimes. I always start. Right. When you done making your 2K player and they compare you to the wrong player, yeah, that's how she looked like. She about to boycott doing another segment. Reggie Miller, man, they brought Reggie Miller to the back and said, Reggie, what is you doing, bro? Like, what is you doing? You couldn't say nothing else because Reggie Miller was thinking like I was. Like, why would I disrespect Steph and say you Steph?
Reggie Wallen.
Reggie was like, why am I gonna compare you to Steph when that's Steph? Like Peyton Pritchard. Like Reggie, you know what? I think Reggie Miller saw Boston Celtic game a day before or something and was like, oh yeah, she Peyton Pritchard. Yeah, you remind me of Peyton Pritchard and Maria Taylor. Look, shout out to Maria Taylor. Maria Taylor is so professional. She just was like, okay, let's move on to the next segment. Reggie tripping right now. What we doing?
Yeah. What else you got going on, nephew? I don't see him putting the thing back in here. I'll be ready to get up out of here, y'all. I'm back in a little bit for hoops.
What else we gonna talk about who need to go to the reserve pool and who just need to go home.
Oh shit.
For Unrivaled. For Unrivaled, we gonna pick y'all who going to the reserve pool and who taking their ass home and who we need to get on speed dial to save these teams right now. And we gonna talk about who do we need to move around to make these teams better, y'all. We finna do that after the show, y'all. We finna do that after the show. Once I let the
basically
phones.
what he said, he finna cut up. That's what he's saying, basically.
Yep. We finna cut up, y'all. We finna cut up, y'all. We gonna cut up.
The McDonald's All-American list just dropped. Check that out. I'm gonna be looking for your reaction to that next week, sir.
What with that? What's that?
The McDonald's All-American list. I'm gonna be looking for your reaction to that list.
They put it out already?
McDonald's, the All-American list just dropped. Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna look at it. We'll talk about it next week. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We got Unrivaled tonight. We got Gamecocks. Who you got? North Carolina State. Who you got? That one's on in like an hour and a half. That's why I gotta run out. It's snowing and everything.
Oh, it's snowing. Dang, that's up. I got North Carolina.
Okay. North Carolina.
And I got
State.
You said North Carolina State?
Yeah. I gotta go with Kashi. Free Kashi, man. Put it on the floor. Let's go. Yeah, I'm going Kashi tonight.
Yeah.
Vinyl Hive. Who you got?
The Vinyl and Hive. Mm-hmm. Man, Raina, until Raina get rid of that Tyler Marsh bullshit playbook, I'm going with the Vinyl. That damn playbook so trash.
I had time for you today.
And then is Sanaya gonna play, y'all? We got to figure out if Sanaya gonna play, man. Sanaya can't be missing a game and then barely play the next game, dog. Raina, man, listen, we gonna talk about coaches too, y'all. We gonna talk about coaches. We gonna get rid of too, y'all.
When you talk about Sanaya, I want you to keep this in mind. I'm wondering if Sanaya finally had a chance to decompress from losing her mother, and this is just now she's being able to grieve, right? Like she talked about, she went right into the WNBA, hit it hard, and she wrote the letter to her mother earlier this Unrivaled season. I just think it may be a lot going on right there with Sanaya. And then next week we're gonna talk about, hey, where's Simone Augustus? Where's Simone Augustus? I ain't seen her on the sideline. I don't know if she was on the sideline yesterday. She was on a couple days. So let me know. Man,
Simone probably had to decompress from Kim yelling all day.
I ain't got to this one.
Look, man. Kim is a handful, bro. You gonna need some Tylenol, some tequila.
Some tequila sounds good. Y'all know what it is. It's my birthday week. Y'all pull up for the Cess Sports birthday party.
Oh yeah, it is Auntie. Auntie is an Aquarius.
Rock with me.
What day is it, Auntie?
Thursday. We're gonna party on Thursday.
Okay.
We got Gamecocks hoops coming up tonight. We pregame is starting at 7:30. HD is finna cut up as soon as we get off right here.
Yep.
I think we got the CC show, and we may or may not have an Unrivaled recap show depending on timing and what the Gamecocks do. But
J Spot threw at them. She threw at the Rose.
No. Just because of where the Gamecock game is at. It's at 8. I don't even know if I'm gonna be seen the Unrivaled enough to even to be able to do the recap today.
Right.
Because it's Gamecocks over everything. Then I get to everything else. Appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah, over these Unrivaled games tonight. Gamecock over everything, y'all.
I mean, Miss Laces, depending on who's playing, Miss Laces should be a good ass game.
Oh, Miss Laces is gonna be great. That's gonna be the look. Like I told y'all, Jackie Young is showing y'all, man, she the best guard in the game, y'all, and I stick to it. To it.
Appreciate y'all with the birthday wishes. Yeah, listen, if everybody's healthy, that should be a good game, but it's right at 8:45. I already know where my eyes gonna be. I'm gonna have 2 screens up though. But we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. Now, what the sound off? If you did not hit the like and share on the way in, hit them on the way out on both of these platforms. Make sure you subscribe and ring the notification bell on both, because you don't want to miss the drops on these channels. HD finna pull up in a minute. You don't want to miss that. He finna cut up, and I'm back later. Make sure you pull up. Until next time, y'all know what it is. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. Let's fuck with HDI TV. Cess Talk Sports, man.